All right, guys, so today is day one of retirement for me, and I'm trying to get caught up on some things. So I wanted to bring you guys up to speed about an event that me and Brandy went to this past weekend up at Pedals from the Past. Our friends Jason and Brooke over at Cog Hill, as well as Nick and Zoe over at Chestnut Hills Farms, and countless other folks that I'm going to mention later were at this event. It was a fun-filled day of getting to meet everybody, and I want to bring you guys along, show you some of the video from the event, but I also want to talk to you toward the end about an event that's coming up that you're not going to want to miss if you've missed this event. So if you've missed the Pedals event, there's another opportunity coming up in October to be able to meet myself, Brandy, lots of the other channels, and just kind of get to hang out. I'm also going to be giving away some stuff from the shack at the event to some of the followers that are into lasers and CNCs. So it's going to be fun. So stick around toward the end and we'll go over that. So let's go check out the footage that we captured from the event this past weekend. All right, guys, so I'm not going to be able to call everybody's name out during our little walkthrough here. If you want to go back, rewatch it, pause, look, whatever, that's fine. But I will try to make sure I put links to everybody's channel that was represented at the event down below in the description. There's a few notable folks that I'll recognize their booth and all that. We'll mention those. As you can see back there behind everybody, see that line? That is the line to get over to see Hoss Tools. Hoss Tools is one of the big contenders as far as driving traffic and drawing a crowd. But they had quite the extensive line. It was a balmy 90-ish degrees, as you can see by the lady fanning herself there. Lots of fanning going on. So it was kind of warm, not as cool as a lot of folks had probably hoped. But clear, beautiful day, birds singing, blue skies. I mean, all in all, it was a great day for an event. It's a heck of a lot better than raining. There was lots of folks also selling like merch as well as, oh, look, there's Brandy. But there's lots of folks selling, like there's some lemonade there. Emily had to go check that out. You also had folks selling their merch, their products, and so forth. Like a lot of folks, you know, they sell creams and tinctures and honey and all those different things. So a lot of that going on. And here is the Cog Hill Country Store. Jason and Brooke had a lot of their products and stuff there that were available for purchase, as well as they had the canned ham out there with their booth set up around it. And you can see the line for Cog Hill. It kind of snakes back behind there and around some cars and around back over that way. It's a pretty big line as well. So on that main road, you had Hoss Tools, from Suits to Boots and Cog Hill were kind of the big attractions. They got the most followers, I think, of everybody that was out there. So that's to be expected. And this little area here, the Tent City part, this is actually probably the coolest part to walk around because it's grassy, not a lot of dust. Everybody's got their tents. They're just kind of chilling, having a good time. You got the Texas Garden Guy. I think that's the channel name. If I mess up your channel name, guys, I'm sorry. Walker Farm. And you got over here Eddie Family Farm. They're setting up, selling merch. They got t-shirts and stuff like that. These folks here over at Ivy Homestead, these are some local folks that I know. Actually grew up with them over the years over here in the neighborhood where we live. Of course, my friends Nick and Zoe over at Chestnut Hills Farmstead. See them a lot, both in some of the stuff that I do in town with some of the businesses as well as school events, because we have mutual school interest with the kids. And there you go. There's Tracy over at Just Dig It Farms. They got their tent set up. Like I said, lots of different folks represented, mostly going to be in the country, outdoor living, farming, persuasion, so to speak, genre. But we do kind of a mix here. I've got the house channel where we do a lot of the same stuff that these guys do. And of course the shop, which is that's where I got my start at. That's what I do the most is over here at the shack in my shop. But lots of different products. It was a fun day. And if you're like Brandy, she wanted to come look for some flowers as well. There's my friends over at A&W Mini Farm. They actually do have a little bit of experience with laser engraving as well. You got Mulligan Farms there. It makes it a lot easier for me to watch the video, narrate, and call out names when they have those big signs like that. So not everybody has them. I understand it is an expense, and sometimes you forget and leave them at home. So next, we're going to take a little walk over here in this little smaller courtyard that's in front of the little shop right there. And I'll give you a look at that shop here in just a second, because they've got lots of cool gardening stuff, rugs, outdoor decorations and stuff up there. And that building's kind of cool. I think I would really like to have it as a shop. But anyway. So a couple more folks here. And you can see Perry Hill Farms hanging out right there in the shade. Not sure who these, like I said, I'm not sure who all these folks are, because I don't know a lot of them. I didn't get to come to any of the pre-events or anything because I wasn't participating in the event this year. That's the lemonade truck. They've done a really good job. You see the other food truck up there as well. I think that was a taco truck maybe. But this is a working nursery, so if you ever come to Chilton County, if you come up to a visit, come to an event, the event that we're having in October that I'm going to tell you about here at the end, if you come to that, you may want to check this out. They've got most everything you can think of for lawn plants, house plants, I mean, you name it. If it has to do with plants and growing plants, they've probably got it. Or if they don't, they can get it for you. But yeah, check out this cool space right here. This building. It's just like, man, I would love to have my workshop inside there. That'd be so cool. So, like I said, I don't want to leave anybody out, so I'm going to avoid trying to read the list of names of the different channels and everybody that were there. So I will be dropping links to those below. If you can go check those out. But yeah, they've got all kinds of flower pots, bird houses, hanging plants. I mean, you name it, these folks have it for gardening up there. And it's a really cool building. I do like the building, the architecture of the building. It goes really well with the vibe that I have here around my place. Maybe if I can, maybe I can build my shop to where it has a few of these characteristics. But it has the full wraparound porch. I mean, this is classic, old school, like antique building here in Chilton County. It's really, really nice. You see, got lots of gardening tools and stuff there as well. So it's pretty much a one-stop shop for gardening, flowers, plants, raising fruits, and I mean they've got all kinds of stuff. So go check them out. I'll drop a link to the Petals from the Past location as well. And inside the building here, I was trying to find Brandy, and I'm just recording as we go along. And the inside was very crowded. There was lots of people in here buying stuff. And the wood grain and just this classic building kind of had me a little excited. I like the looks of this. I could set lasers and CNCs in there and be, call it home. But I finally found Brandy. She was, of course, buying some stuff in the little gift shop area or whatever you want to call it. And we wrapped it up and headed home from there. All right, guys, so I appreciate you stopping by and taking time to watch the video. Like I said, Jason, Brooke, all those guys, they worked really hard to put this event together. Folks over at Just Dig It Farms as well as Petals. It's been a success. I've actually been there or participated in it for the past 3 years. And it's always been a pretty big event. It's became very annual. So if you're not going to be able to make it this year, then maybe next year you can make it down. But like I said, you do have one more chance to see us as well as Cog Hill, Chestnut, a bunch of the other folks. And I'll try to put a link down below to the event because the list of who all is going to be there is growing every day. It's going to be a lot of folks from right here around Chilton County, Central Alabama area. So go check that out. But the event, like I said, October the 24th is going to be the date. But I will be holding a drawing and giving away some machines that day. Registration is going to be prior to the event, so you're going to have to be able to watch one of my videos and went to the link that way prior to the event. But the day of the event, we'll have the drawing, and then you can put your name in the hat and possibly win one of the machines that I'm going to be giving away. So that's what we got going on, guys. So stay tuned. More to come. Now that I'm retired, I got plenty of time to lean into this. I got to get caught up on some stuff, but once that happens, we're going to be getting into some new territories here at the shack and the house. So me and Biscuit got to get back to work. So y'all have a good day.